Happy evening, everyone. Thank you so much, IICS and ma'am, for giving this opportunity to tell you guys about how to learn English in a really quicker, faster, and more efficient way. And I'm going to share you guys with 7 secrets. First is listening. So we have always been grown up to our language, what native speakers have spoken. So what was the language you were speaking while you were born? No language, right? And you have learned the language what most of the native speakers were speaking around you. As they say, if you speak, you speak what you know. But if you listen, you get to know what you don't know. So listening is the mother of speaking. So, if you want yourself to be better at English, you need to start listening to native speakers in English. For example, you can listen to some good audiobooks, some good podcast, or listening to some authors or who are really good at English at you. Then eventually your English would be better with time. Second is correct usage of English, of words. For example, we have been always stumbled across, have been or come across many different words since our childhood. That is our schools, college, institutes. We have been come across such different words. So, but we don't know the real meaning of them. We don't know how to use them in our daily lives. We have just mugged up. We have just been asked to mug those words up. But that doesn't really make sense. For example, if I say in Hindi, मैं मजबूर था इसलिए मैं नहीं आ पाया. And if I ask you guys to translate this in English, so I believe that most of you would struggle to translate it. But the real translation is really easy. As I was helpless, I was not able to come. So the correct usage is must for learning English quicker. How you can do that? We have discussed about the problem. What's the solution to it? We can easily do it by maintaining a diary or a book in which you pen down all those words which you come across whenever you read a magazine or a newspaper or any article online. Just pen those words down with their real meanings and also the usage in the sentence. And with no time, I assure that you'll be good at English. Third is R3 secret. What is R3? R3 here stands for reading, recalling, and repeating. First is reading. As they say, readers are the great leaders and vice versa. So when you start reading on daily basis, that not only improves your language, but also improve your knowledge. And when your knowledge gets improved, you get power. And with power comes the leadership qualities. So as they say, leaders are great readers. It hence justifies here. So whenever next time you start reading very loudly so that you can not only improve your fluency but as well as your pronunciation. Second step of R3 is recalling. The knowledge which you have gained, if you are not using it, then the knowledge is useless. So start or try to implement whatever you've read, at least 80%. Try to absorb that in your mind and try to implement in your life. In that way, you will start recalling what you have read. And third is repeating the step of reading and recalling. Now coming to the fourth is creating an environment. As they say, if you surround yourself with go-getters, you'll achieve success in no time. And if you surround yourself with people who try to drag you down, the people who try to drag you down, the success won't come easily to you. In the same manner, if you try to surround yourself with people or try to create an environment where English is given the much most priority, then you'll be good at English. Try to motivate others to learn English. Try to inspire others to celebrate English. And in that way, you'll be good to go in English. Fifth one is writing, and I believe that writing is the most important one of all the steps which I have discussed, because when you write, you try to sync your mind or try to resonate your mind with whatever you are writing. For example, you become more decisive with your words, you become more selective, you become more adaptive to the words. कितनी बार ऐसा हुआ है? How many times has it happened when you have given speech and after the speech you have felt, oh, I forgot that line. Oh, I forgot to use that word in my speech. But while writing, that doesn't happen because the thing comes to you automatically in a more natural way, in a more easier way, because you become more adaptive. So start writing in English. That would eventually improve your speaking skills. That would slower down your mind. And how you can do that? By planning your to-do list in the very beginning of the day, or try improving try improving your schedule by writing down what you want to do, or try maintaining a daily diary so that you can pen down whatever you have felt throughout the day, and that would eventually improve your writing. That would eventually come natural to you. Sixth step is try to think in English. So whenever we are in a presentation or in a meeting, or whenever teachers asked us to give a question to our answer, we try to think about that in our native language first, then try to convert that into English, translate into English, and then we speak. That eventually hinders the process of our speaking, that slows down our speaking, and also slows down our brain. So a quick way to do that is to think in English and just deliver that in English so that you can be more fluent with it. Seventh and the last, but not the least, is trying being more formal or presentable in English. So what does that mean? Just take out your camera phones or your mirrors and just stand in front of them and try to be more presentable in English. The more you get formal in English, more you get polite in English, you'll eventually improve in English. For example, if you want to ask someone politely, hey, can you help me with this? Instead of saying this, you can say that, hey, I was wondering that if you are up to doing this for me. That is a more polite way, and that would eventually improve your English in a more formal and professional, better way. So yeah, these are the 7 steps which I've want to share with you guys, and I believe that I was able to make impact with my speech. And trust me guys, if you try to implement them in your daily life, your English would be better in no time. Thank you.